Step by Step remains one of television's most beloved family sitcoms, remembered for its warm humor, playful family moments, and heartfelt look at two very different families learning to become one. In this video, we'll look back at the cast, their real names, ages, famous roles, and the lives they built after the show. We'll also remember the beloved actors who are no longer with us and celebrate the lasting legacy they left behind. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more classic TV throwbacks. Let's return to the Foster-Lambert home, where love, laughter, sibling rivalry, second chances, and everyday family lessons made this show a true television classic. Suzanne Somers brought warmth, sparkle, and effortless comic charm to the role of Carol Foster Lambert, the loving beautician and mother who suddenly found herself helping to build a blended family with patience, humor, and heart. Born Suzanne Marie Mahoney on the 16th of October, 1946, in San Bruno, California, she was 44 years old when she first appeared as Carol in 1991. Somers gave the character a bright, nurturing energy. Carol could be sweet and stylish, but also firm, honest, and deeply devoted to her children. Her expressive smile, natural timing, and lively presence helped make the family moments feel both funny and sincere. Before becoming a beloved sitcom mother, Somers had already become famous as Chrissy Snow on Three's Company, where her playful innocence and comedic talent made her a television icon. Beyond acting, she built a successful career as an author, businesswoman, and wellness advocate, writing many books and becoming widely recognized for her health and lifestyle work. Suzanne Somers passed away on the 15th of October, 2023, just one day before her 77th birthday, after a long battle with breast cancer. She was 76 years old. Her legacy remains tied to beauty, resilience, humor, and the unforgettable warmth of a performer who made Carol feel like a real mother, full of love, strength, and grace. Peggy Ray brought warmth, honesty, and gentle humor to the role of Ivy Baker Williams, Carol Foster Lambert's mother, and the grandmother figure, whose presence added an extra layer of comfort to the family story. Born on the 31st of March 1921 in Los Angeles, California, she was 70 years old when she first appeared in the series in 1991. Rhea gave Ivy a natural, down-to-earth charm. She could make a simple line feel funny, caring, or quietly wise, without ever forcing the moment. Her soft expression, relaxed timing, and believable warmth made the character feel like someone who truly belonged inside the household. Long before this role, Rhea had built a long and respected career in television, often playing kind, practical, and memorable women who brought heart to every scene. She appeared in well-known shows such as The Waltons, Grace Under Fire, The Dukes of Hazzard, and I Love Lucy, showing her range across different generations of television. Peggy Rhea passed away on the 5th of February 2011 in Toluca Lake, California, from heart failure at the age of 89. Her legacy remains tied to sincerity, kindness, and the quiet strength of a character actress who could make even a small role feel familiar, loving, and deeply human. Al Molinaro brought a familiar warmth and gentle comic presence to his guest role as Joe Passarelli, the restaurant owner who appeared in the episode The Boss. Although his time on the series was brief, his presence was easy to recognize, especially for viewers who already knew him from classic American sitcoms. Born Umberto Francesco Molinaro on the 24th of June 1919 in Kenosha, Wisconsin, he was 72 years old when he appeared in the role in 1992. Molinaro had a natural way of making supporting characters feel friendly, lived in, and memorable. His rounded voice, expressive face, and relaxed humor gave his scenes a sense of old-school sitcom charm without needing to dominate the story. Long before this appearance, he had become widely loved as Murray the Cop on The Odd Couple, and later as Al Del Vecchio on Happy Days and Joni Loves Chachi. Those roles made him a familiar face to generations of television audiences. Al Molinaro passed away on the 30th of October 2015 in Glendale, California, at the age of 96, from complications of a gallbladder infection. His legacy remains tied to kindness, classic comedy, and the comforting image of a character actor who could make even a short appearance feel warm and unforgettable. David Graff brought strong comic energy and a memorable screen presence to his guest appearances, adding the kind of lively humor that made even brief roles stand out. Born Paul David Graff On the 16th of April, 1950, in Lancaster, Ohio, he appeared in the series during the 1990s. When he was in his early 40s, Graff was best known for playing the loud, fearless, and hilarious Sergeant Eugene Tackleberry in the Police Academy films, a role that made him a familiar face to comedy fans around the world. In his television work, he often brought the same confident timing, big personality, and natural sense of fun that made his characters instantly recognizable. He had a gift for playing men who seemed intense or over the top at first, but still carried a warm and likable quality underneath. Beyond comedy, Graff also appeared in many television shows, including MASH, The A-Team, Seinfeld, and Star Trek, Voyager, showing his range across different genres. David Graff passed away suddenly on the 7th of April, 2001, in Phoenix, Arizona, after suffering a heart attack. He was only 50 years old, just 9 days before his 51st birthday. His legacy remains tied to laughter, energy, and the unforgettable charm of a performer who could brighten a scene the moment he appeared. Nedra Voles brought sharp wit, warmth, and unmistakable personality to her guest appearances, giving even small moments a lively and memorable spark. Born on the 18th of June 1908 in Montrose, Iowa, she was already in her 80s when she appeared on the series during the early 1990s. Voles had a rare gift for making older characters feel vivid, funny, and full of life. Her expressive face, playful timing, and spirited delivery allowed her to steal attention without ever seeming forced. She often portrayed women who were sweet but strong, gentle but quick with a remark, and her presence gave every scene a touch of classic television charm. Long before becoming familiar to sitcom audiences, Voles had built a long career in entertainment, beginning in vaudeville as a child performer before moving into film and television. She became especially known for her roles in Different Strokes, The Dukes of Hazzard, Filthy Rich, and many other shows where her humor and warmth made her stand out. Nedra Voles passed away on the 20th of January, 2003, in Mesa, Arizona, at the age of 94, from complications of Alzheimer's disease. Her legacy remains tied to resilience, humor, and the bright spirit of a character actress who could make every appearance feel charming, funny, and deeply human. Tony Longo brought a strong physical presence, easy humor, and unexpected sweetness to his guest role, making even a brief appearance feel lively and memorable. Born Anthony Longo on the 19th of August, 1961, in Brooklyn, New York, he was around 30 years old when he appeared on the series in the early 1990s. Longo was the kind of actor who could use his size to create instant comedy, but he also had a gentle quality that kept his characters from feeling one-dimensional. His broad frame, relaxed smile, and natural timing often allowed him to play tough-looking men with a warm or funny side underneath. Throughout his career, he became a familiar face in film and television, appearing in projects such as The Last Boy Scout, Angels in the Outfield, Mulholland Drive, Eraser, and The King of Queens. He often took supporting roles, but his presence was easy to notice because he brought energy, charm, and personality to every scene. Tony Longo passed away on the 20th of June 2015 in Marina del Rey, California, at the age of 53 due to complications from congestive heart failure. His legacy remains tied to humor, warmth, and the memorable screen presence of a character actor who could turn a small role into something audiences remembered. Patrick Duffy brought warmth, steadiness, and easygoing humor to the role of Frank Lambert, the widowed contractor and father whose life changed when two very different families came together under one roof. Born on the 17th of March, 1949, in Townsend, Montana, he was 42 years old when he first appeared as Frank in 1991. Duffy gave the character a relaxed and believable charm. Frank could be funny, patient, confused, protective, and deeply loving, often trying to hold the household together with kindness rather than strict authority. His calm voice, friendly smile, and natural chemistry with Suzanne Somers helped make the family story feel warm and familiar. Before becoming known to a new generation as Frank, Duffy had already become a television icon through his role as Bobby Ewing on Dallas, where he played one of the most recognizable characters in primetime drama. He also starred in Man from Atlantis and later returned to many television projects, proving his lasting appeal across different decades. As of June 2026, Patrick Duffy is 77 years old and remains admired for his long career, gentle screen presence, and ability to make both drama and comedy feel sincere. His legacy remains tied to warmth, reliability, and the image of a television father who made Frank Lambert feel honest, lovable, and deeply human. Sasha Mitchell brought wild humor, physical energy, and unexpected sweetness to the role of Cody Lambert, Frank Lambert's nephew, and the lovable oddball, whose martial arts moves, and innocent outlook made him one of the most unforgettable characters in the family. Born on the 27th of July, 1967, in Los Angeles, California, he was 24 years old when he first appeared as Cody in 1991. Mitchell gave the character a rare mix of goofiness and heart. Cody could seem silly, clueless, or overexcited, but underneath the comedy was a kind and loyal young man who truly cared about the people around him. His relaxed smile, athletic presence, and playful delivery helped turn Cody into more than just comic relief. Before joining the sitcom, Mitchell had already appeared on television and gained attention for his good looks and strong screen presence. He later became known to action fans for playing David Sloan in several kickboxer films, showing his martial arts skills and physical talent. Although his time on the show ended before the final seasons, Cody remained one of the characters audiences remembered most fondly. As of June 2026, Sasha Mitchell is 58 years old. His legacy remains tied to charm, humor, and the image of a free-spirited character who brought laughter, warmth, and a little chaos to every scene. Christine Lakin brought sharp humor, tomboy confidence, and heartfelt honesty to the role of Alicia "Al" Lambert, Frank Lambert's athletic and spirited daughter, whose personality added strength and freshness to the blended family story. Born Christine Helen Lakin on the 25th of January, 1979, in Dallas, Texas. She was 12 years old when she first appeared as Al in 1991. Lakin gave the character a lively balance of toughness and vulnerability. Al could be stubborn, competitive, and sarcastic, but also deeply loyal, sensitive, and eager to be understood. Her natural timing, expressive face, and believable sibling chemistry helped make the character feel like a real young girl growing up through awkward, funny, and emotional stages. Before becoming widely known on television, Lakin began acting in commercials and early screen projects, building the confidence that later made her stand out among the young cast. After the sitcom ended, she continued working as an actress, voice performer, choreographer, and director, with credits including Family Guy, The Goldbergs, Schooled, and High School Musical. The musical, the series. As of June 2026, Christine Lakin is 47 years old. Her legacy remains tied to talent, humor, and the memorable image of a young performer who made Al Lambert feel bold, relatable, and full of heart. Staci Keanan brought intelligence, confidence, and sharp comic timing to the role of Dana Foster, Carol's eldest daughter, and the thoughtful overachiever whose maturity often made her stand out in the busy blended household. Born Anastasia Love Sigorsky on the 6th of June, 1975, in Devon, Pennsylvania, she was 16 years old when she first appeared as Dana in 1991. Keanan gave the character a strong and believable personality. Dana could be serious, sarcastic, competitive, and sometimes judgmental, but she also had a caring side that made her feel human rather than cold. Her quick delivery, expressive reactions, and natural chemistry with the younger cast helped turn Dana into one of the show's most memorable teen characters. Before this role, Keanan had already gained attention as Nicole Bradford on My Two Dads, where she showed the same mix of charm and emotional honesty. After leaving acting, she chose a very different path, studying law and building a career as an attorney under her real name, Anastasia Sigorsky. As of June 2026, Staci Keanan is 50 years old. Her legacy remains tied to talent, intelligence, and the image of a young actress who made Dana Foster feel witty, ambitious, and deeply relatable. Angela Watson brought beauty, confidence, and lively comic charm to the role of Karen Foster, Carol's fashion-loving daughter whose dreamy personality and dramatic flair made her one of the most memorable young characters in the blended family. Born on the 12th of November, 1975, in Danville, Illinois, she was 15 years old when she first appeared as Karen in 1991. Watson gave the character a bright and playful energy. Karen could be vain, emotional, funny, and a little unrealistic, but she was never empty. Beneath the makeup, modeling dreams, and teenage confidence, Watson showed a girl who wanted to be loved, noticed, and taken seriously. Her expressive face, graceful presence, and natural timing helped turn Karen into more than just the pretty sister, giving her warmth and humor that audiences could enjoy. After the sitcom ended in 1998, Watson gradually stepped away from Hollywood and later worked in real estate. In recent years, she has also shared her personal journey as a mother, welcoming her first child at 48 with her husband Brian Nahas. As of June 2026, Angela Watson is 50 years old. Her legacy remains tied to charm, resilience, and the image of a young actress who made Karen Foster feel funny, stylish, vulnerable, and full of heart. Christopher Castile brought intelligence, innocence, and gentle comic charm to the role of Mark Foster, Carol's only son, and the brainy middle child whose awkward honesty made him a memorable part of the blended family. Born on the 15th of June, 1980, in Orange County, California, he was 11 years old when he first appeared as Mark in 1991. Castile gave the character a sweet and believable quality. Mark could be nervous, overly serious, curious, and sometimes socially awkward, but he was also kind, sincere, and deeply loyal to his family. His expressive reactions, quiet humor, and natural childlike sincerity helped make Mark feel like a real kid trying to find his place among louder and more confident siblings. Before becoming known for this role, Castile had already worked as a young actor and later gained attention as the voice of Eugene Horowitz in Hey Arnold and as Ted Newton in the Beethoven films. After leaving acting, he chose a quieter life away from Hollywood and moved into education, teaching history and political science. As of June 2026, Christopher Castile is 45 years old. His legacy remains tied to sincerity, intelligence, and the image of a child actor who brought warmth, humor, and honest innocence to every scene. Brandon Call brought boyish confidence, playful humor, and natural teen charm to the role of John Thomas J.T. Lambert, Frank Lambert's oldest son and the mischievous older brother, whose mistakes, jokes, and growing pains made him a memorable part of the blended family. Born Brandon Spencer Lee Call on the 17th of November, 1976, in Torrance, California, he was 14 years old when he first appeared as J.T. in 1991. Call gave the character an easy, believable energy. J.T. could be lazy, goofy, stubborn, and full of teenage attitude, but he also had a warm heart and a loyal side that made him more than just the comic troublemaker. His relaxed delivery, expressive reactions, and strong chemistry with the young cast helped make the sibling scenes feel lively and real. Before this role, Call had already worked steadily as a child actor, appearing in Santa Barbara, The Charmings, Baywatch, and films such as The Black Cauldron and Blind Fury. After the sitcom ended in 1998, he stepped away from acting and chose a quieter life outside Hollywood. As of June 2026, Brandon Call is 49 years old. His legacy remains tied to youthful humor, nostalgia, and the image of a former child star who made J.T. Lambert feel funny, flawed, and genuinely human. Jason Marsden brought easy humor, youthful energy, and natural charm to the role of Rich Halka, J.T., Lambert's best friend and later Dana Foster's love interest, whose arrival added fresh comedy and warmth to the later seasons. Born Jason Christopher Marsden on the 3rd of January 1975 in Providence, Rhode Island, he was 20 years old when he first appeared as Rich in 1995. Marsden gave the character a playful and likable personality. Rich could be goofy, impulsive, and a little immature, but he also had a sincere heart that made his friendship and romance storylines feel genuine. His quick delivery, expressive face, and relaxed chemistry with the cast helped him become more than just a supporting friend character. Before joining the show, Marsden had already built a strong career as a young actor, appearing in General Hospital, The Munsters Today, and Boy Meets World. He also became widely known for voice work, including Thackeray Binks in Hocus Pocus and Max Goof in A Goofy Movie. Over the years, He continued working in animation, television, and video games, becoming one of the most recognizable voice actors of his generation. As of June 2026, Jason Marsden is 51 years old. His legacy remains tied to humor, versatility, and the lasting charm of a performer who brought personality and heart to every role. Emily May Young brought sweetness, curiosity, and natural childlike charm to the role of Lily Foster Lambert, the youngest daughter of Frank and Carol, whose arrival added a softer and more innocent energy to the later seasons. Born on the 14th of February 1990 in Orange County, California, she was 6 years old when she began playing Lily in 1996. After the character was aged up from a baby into a bright little girl, Young gave Lily a lively and believable presence. She could be adorable, thoughtful, funny, and surprisingly expressive, often bringing a fresh sense of warmth to the busy blended family. Her innocent delivery and confident screen presence helped make the character feel like a real child growing up among older siblings, surrounded by love, noise, and everyday family chaos. Before and during her time on television, Young also appeared in commercials and other small screen projects, gaining attention at a very young age. After her acting years, she stepped away from mainstream Hollywood and later built a more private life while sharing creative and lifestyle interests online. As of June 2026, Emily May Young is 36 years old. Her legacy remains tied to childhood charm, gentle humor, and the memorable image of a young performer who brought heart and brightness to the final chapter of the family story. Bronson Pinchot brought flamboyant humor, elegance, and scene-stealing energy to the role of Jean-Luc Roux-Peyrou, Carol's dramatic French business partner whose arrival gave the later seasons a fresh burst of eccentric comedy. Born Bronson Alcott Pinchot on the 20th of May, 1959, in New York City, he was 37 years old when he joined the series in 1997. Pinchot gave Jean-Luc a bright, theatrical personality. The character could be fussy, emotional, stylish, and wonderfully over the top, yet still warm enough to feel like part of the family's world. His expressive face, sharp timing, and distinctive voice helped turn even small moments into memorable comic scenes. Before appearing in the family sitcom, Pinchot had already become a television favorite as Balky Bartokomous on Perfect Strangers, a role that earned him major recognition and an Emmy nomination. He also appeared in films such as Beverly Hills Cop, True Romance, The First Wives Club, and Courage Under Fire. Beyond screen acting, he built a strong second career as an audiobook narrator, admired for his voice work and character range. As of June 2026, Bronson Pinchot is 67 years old and remains active in entertainment. His legacy remains tied to comic brilliance, versatility, and the rare ability to make an unusual character feel vivid, funny, and unforgettable. Josh Byrne brought innocence, sweetness, and quiet charm to the role of Brendan Lambert, Frank Lambert's youngest son, and the gentle little boy whose presence added a soft, childlike warmth to the blended family. Born on the 15th of February, 1984, in Los Angeles, California, he was 7 years old when he first appeared as Brendan in 1991. Byrne gave the character a natural and believable innocence. Brendan was often quiet compared with his older siblings, but his small reactions, curious expressions, and simple honesty helped remind viewers that the family was still growing around young children. His role may not have been as loud or dramatic as some of the older kids, yet he added balance to the household and made the Lambert side feel complete. Before stepping away from acting, Byrne appeared throughout the early seasons and became familiar to fans as the youngest member of Frank's family. After leaving the series, he chose a private life away from Hollywood and did not continue pursuing a major acting career. As of June 2026, Josh Byrne is 42 years old. His legacy remains tied to childhood innocence, nostalgia, and the memory of a young actor who helped bring warmth and realism to the family story. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed looking back at the step-by-step cast and the stories behind their memorable roles. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your favorite character, funniest moment, or most touching Foster Lambert family scene in the comments. See you in the next video.